Hey, welcome to the Long Life Trainer. I'm Jim Long. I am the Long Life Trainer. Today I'm giving you the hook. Today, one of the most popular punches in boxing is the hook. So we're going to give you the hook today. Basically, we're going to go with the bullets out of the gun first. That means we're going to use our shoulders, our hips, our heels. Then we're going to put those bullets in the gun and we're going to throw some hands. When you throw the hook, make sure you maintain balance when you sit down on the hook, which we'll go over. When you sit down on the hook, make sure that maintain that weight. You feel that pressure, that weight go back to the back foot, and you're turning the heel of the front foot, turning that punch over. That's what we're doing today. Elbow is coming up. You're exposed when you throw the hook. So you got to throw it quick. You're exposed. That elbow's up. That means you are exposed under the arm, okay? Where the shoulder and the elbow lies, right there. It's where God didn't intend you to get hit, because if you get hit outside of here on your rib cage, that turns out bad. Anyway, we're giving you the hook today. Sit down on the left hook. You'll see how that goes, and it's going to be a quick punch. All right? Turn your shoulders to activate the hook. Hook time, baby.
Hey, here we go. We're getting our stance. Now, I'm hoping that you guys warmed up, got loosened up and stretched out and ballistic stretching and warmed up here. Because we're going right to the line. We're getting in this today. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to walk the line. Okay, we're going to walk the line. Left's on the left side, right's on the right side, line split in the middle. Going through the water, forward and backward. Through the water, forward and backward. Balance and control, balance and control. That's what we're working on now. Feel that balance, man. Feel that weight. You're going to push forward, but make sure you don't lean forward. You're not falling forward. Yeah, then we get that rhythm back and forth. Forward and backward, forward and backward, forward and backward. Get that rhythm. Get that salsa rhythm, baby. Salsa rhythm, baby. Get that rhythm. You always have to be in complete control of your body and rhythm, balance, and control. That's what matters. Balance is power. All right, so now we're going to get in close. We call this stuck in the mud. We're going to get stuck in the mud. Bullets are out of the gun. We're going to turn those shoulders. Turn those shoulders, turn that waistline. Okay, shoulder replaces the head. My head's there, my shoulder replaces the head, and the other shoulder replaces the head. That's what we're doing. We're jab, right hand, jab, right hand. That's what we're doing right now. Jab, right hand. Jab, right hand. Now you see when I'm going there, you're not seeing the legs right now, but we're just sitting just a little bit. We're sitting down on that right hand, just a little bit. All right, here we go. I'm going to put the bullets in the gun. And let's do a little shadow boxing. We're still stuck in the mud now. We are working on the top end, working on the twist, working on the turnover. There's your two. Okay, we got punch one and punch two coming out. Punch one, there's your jab, punch two, right hand. Maintaining balance now because we know what's coming. We're going to throw that left hook today. Today's about the left hook. Right, so we got to make sure everything is money up to that point. Everything's got to feel good up to that point. Because if this isn't right, then we cannot move forward. You know, if you haven't read chapter 1 and 2, you cannot read chapter 3, baby. You cannot read chapter 3. So there's 1, 2, and 3 is coming. Okay. And working on a little head movement from last week. Moving. Always put that head movement in. Be loose. Constantly check your shoulders. Make sure your shoulders aren't too tight. Trying to loosen up your shoulders. That's the hardest thing for most, especially beginners. It's very hard for me to do now because I am not boxing every day like I used to when I was a young buck. So now we're picking it up a little bit. A 1 and a 2. Just touch and go. Nice and smooth. 1 and 2. Turn the shoulder, turn the shoulder. That's it. Remember, the shoulder replaces the head. The shoulder replaces the head. Shoulder, shoulder. There it is. Quick and fast. Shoulder, shoulder. There we go. There we go. That's right. Now we're getting in the mix. Now we're going to go back to step one. Here we go. Now let's watch the body. Let's work without the, take the bullets out of the gun, and we are going to shift the weight. Maintaining balance, checking ourselves, make sure we got that crunch going. Now we're going to sit down. There's our right hand. We're sitting down, putting weight, and then we're turning it over. So when we turn that left hook over, that weight's going to shift to that back foot. You're going to still have weight on the front, but majority of that weight is going to shift to the back. You feel the weight on that back foot and turn it over. Boom, right there. You'll see the majority of weight shift to the back foot, just like swinging a bat. There's 2, and here comes your 3. Boom. That weight is going to shift to the back. Yes, you will still have maintained weight equal in between, but that equal is going to diminish a little bit because you're going to shift the weight to the back foot. Back foot is heavy. Heavy in the back, lighter in the front. Boom. There we go. Yep, 2 and 3. 2 and 3, bolts out of the gun. That's it. Maintain the balance. Okay, now we're going to get in close. Put the bullets in the gun. There's 1. Always making sure we work on the 1. There's the 2. And here it comes. And the 3. Doing it really slow here. Really slow. Now I see that elbow to the hand. The elbow to the hand is not free. It is connected. Alright, we're going to bring it right back to the side also. But understand, when you throw the hook, the elbow does not go behind the shoulder. You got to pretend that it is made of metal. It cannot move. Right there. Your torso, your shoulders, your hips, your heel, hip, and shoulders is what move that hook. Same thing with a gun. The gun is what shoots the bullet. The bullet is the arm. The gun is the body. Heels, hips, and shoulder. And there it is, right there. And tuck it. When you throw, the second you make contact, or sometimes it's messy, you don't make contact, it's sloppy, it doesn't matter. Once you throw that hook, you sit that elbow right back down to protect. Boom, protect. There's your 2, and there's your 3. Sit down. That means sit down. That means put that weight, draw that weight back to the back foot. Not all of it. Majority of it. About 2/3 of that weight is going to shift to that back foot on that hook. Boom. Sit back. And tuck it back away. There's 1, 2, and 3. There we go. And after that 3, I'm tucking and going. Now there's gonna be a lot of other things we're gonna put in here. Just worrying about the 3 today. 1, 2, and 3. Worrying about that 3. There are so many things we're gonna work on in these videos, guys. You have no idea what's coming. I've been doing this my whole life. I got so many things I gotta put on video before I forget. I get too old and I forget all this shit. Literally, you can thank my sons, my 2 sons. They are the ones that convinced me to start making these videos. Or before I get old and senile, I'll forget all this stuff. So, like, Dad, you got so much knowledge. There we go. See, flat. I want you to be able to set a glass of water on that arm, on that forearm. you should be able to set a glass of water on that forearm, guys. It should be straight across. Straight across. There's your 2. Here we go. And I'm sitting down on that back foot. See, now we're getting the full dimension, the full skeletal system. You see how it works. Now we're still stuck in the mud. We are not going forward yet. There's your 2. And there's your 3. We're sitting that weight down. And we're turning that heel. 2 and 3. Now there's a lot of times when you're working on the inside. Now we're not doing this, we're on a basic 3, okay? But there's a lot of times, and we'll do this coming up in these weeks to come. But there is when you're shooting that hook on the inside, sometimes you do not need to turn that heel. Turn that heel. It's just a simple little tweak of the hip. But right now we're working on your basic 1, 2, 3. All right, everybody, here we go. It's time, like I used to say to my boys, time to chew gum and walk. Chew gum and walk. We're going to step with the 1, step with the 2, maintain control, and turn the 3 over. Shoot, there's that 3 right there. All right, breathe deep, shake it out if you need to. Don't rush this. There's your 1, step with the 1, check your balance, step with the 2, check your balance, turn that 3 over there, just sit down on the back foot. There we go. All right, and shake it out. You need to walk away, shake everything out, get a little sip of water, come right back to it. There's step with a 1, step with a 2, maintain balance and control, and bring that hook over. There it is, and feel that weight. That back foot, that's when I first came out here and they taught me how to throw all these punches correctly. My right calf muscle burned like a son of a bitch. And that's just because I was doing things right. I was pushing off that back foot and sitting down on my punches. And it burned like crazy. And then my forearms hurt really bad because that's when they taught me how to spin my jab and spin my right hand. You know, so you turn your hand over. So you, instead of just hitting somebody and scoring, you literally tear the skin. So that's professional, baby, and that's what I'm teaching you. I'm not going to teach you any amateur bullshit. I'm going to teach you the real deal. So now we're going to put a little spice on it, man. We're going to put a little heat on it. There we go. 1, 2, and 3, sitting down on it. Have a little fun. Have a little fun with it, guys. Have a little fun with it. All right, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Now this looks like I'm southpaw here, but I'm not. It's just the mirror. All right, for you southpaw boys, here you go. This is me looking good as a southpaw, which is only happened in the amateur. When I first learned how to box, I was ambidextrous. I went both ways. I can't say that too much, but I went both ways. I used to change to southpaw. I started out conventional, and I would move to southpaw. I would get a little tired, and I'd move to southpaw, and man, I would just be going 100 miles an hour. Oh, to be young. So, anyway, there's a hook. Now, what we're learning here is you got to give a little right shoulder to turn the hook over. And see, you can feint with that right hand, or you can just move your head movement, and it brings it. There you go. If you have outside, this is outside head movement I'm doing, okay? It's just a little shake. The shoulder replaces the head. That's all we're doing. And it's just a little more lenient on the outside, a little more easy, So I'm going to give the right shoulder and then turn that left over. That's it. You got to give a little and then take it all. There you go. You give a little and take that left hook. There it is. This is like a right hook, man. I look like a master here. Okay, and there's your shifts. There's your yep. You're shifting left to right and turning it over. Yep, just give him a little hint of that right shoulder. Give it to him, and then turn it over. Sit down on the back foot, flip that heel over, and boom, it's right there. And this was a good shot for me when I was fighting. I would jab a lot. Jabbing was my thing. I would jab like you wouldn't believe. I mean, I jab my ass off, and then I would hook off the jab. I throw this hook, little pump of that right hand, I throw that hook. It was one of my favorite combinations. It's a hook off the jab. Don't see it much anymore. There's that hook off the jab right there. So you give a little bit, there you go, give a little bit of that right shoulder, and then turn it over. Now exaggerate when you're doing these. Give it a little more than what you would. You know what I mean? Give it a little more right shoulder than you honestly would. I say, because then it's going to get your weight distribution, get your balance under control. Okay? Every once in a while, breathe and shake out them shoulders, because they get tight, they get tight, they get tight. There. We're shifting, and then we're bringing there. And there's our U. That's our roll, our U. And there's our hook there. We're going to work on that. You're working on the U to hook. You're working on the slip or shake to hook. And then you're just working on that little step over. And okay, here we go. So now we're working on the bag. Now obviously I've just got one glove on. I'm just working on that shaking. Give a little hint of that right, just to give me a little leeway, and then turn that left hook over. And that's it. And that's it. We used to do this a lot as a professional. We used to do this a lot now. We would put one, if some guy had to work on a hand, man, they had a right hand. A lot of guys got really good right hands, okay? So we'd make them work on that left, man. Make them work on a jab, make them work on the left hook, and that's all. We put one glove on, because believe me, that will make you work on just one hand. So now you're working on action. This is action, baby. So this is action. This is what you're going to want to do. You want to feel that power. You want to feel that pop, and then maintain balance and control after the shot and before. A lot of you guys, a lot of people, when they first start, they hit, and once they make contact or not make contact, which is even worse, that's when they end up losing balance and control. So that's all. Just work this slowly. Work this slowly. Every once in a while, give it a good pop. Every once in a while, give it a good pop. Balance and control before the shot, balance and control after the shot. And then think about what you're doing, because you are not going to be able to think about what you're doing when you're actually fighting. Alright, so I'm going to keep my jab out there. Right hand, left hook. Turn it over. Turn it over and sit down. Turn it over and sit down. Every once in a while, put a little heat on it. There you go. Now you see me, I lost a little bit of balance there. Okay? Do not get high. Get high is what I mean is when you make those knees straight, make those legs straight. When you take a shot, you need to sit down. You throw that take a shot. When you throw a shot, you need to sit down on the shot. Sit down on the shot. Flex those knees a little bit. It's going to maintain your balance. It's going to maintain your balance. A lot of guys will throw a shot and they'll get dead legged, where they'll stretch those legs out straight. Your balance is gone. You get caught with a shot, you're going to fall on your ass, whether it hurt or not. And guess what? They're going to give you that 8 count because you fall on your ass. Whether you like it or not, you're getting an 8 count. If you guys are doing this just to work out, you know, you don't want to be sitting there working out and then fall, getting hit by a bag giving you an 8 count, and that's not fun. All right. So there we go, and we're slipping. We're slipping and throwing that 3. Like I said, and step back. The old man needs to take a little break, take a little breather, get right back to it. This is the U. U3. I used to call that out a lot. U3, U3, U3. That's all we're doing. U under and throw that 3. U3. Boom. There it is right there. U and 3. U3. Boom. That U, man, it torques you out, turns that shoulder all the way over, so you get all that torque, all that spin on that left hook. Really sit down on that, man, because the power is there. The power is there. You can slam the door shut on this punch. And when I mean that, I mean turn those shoulders completely over. Take that bag off the chain, baby. So there we go. Now we're working on all the different hooks. Trying to keep it straight. Trying to keep it straight. There's that outside movement to the hook. somewhat of a catch hook, they call it, when you step back, but, you know, step back a little bit. I always like that. But like I said, go through all these different hooks. Okay, you're gonna U-hook, you're gonna slip hook, and you're going to outside hook, and then a right hook after the right hand. Go over these, keep doing them. Main entrance slow is smooth, smooth is fast, and then put some fire behind a couple of them, and then slow down again. Then some fire behind a few of them. That's all. Just go in and out. I used this bag. After I was done, my joints were telling me that I should have used a water bag. So if you guys have a water bag in your gym, or they're really cheap, order one for your house, for your garage, or whatever. Water bags are so much easier to work with. So much easier on your joints. All right, and I'll let you get this done. You guys keep maintaining, man. Keep maintaining. This is punch number 3, and we are going to come up next with punch number 4. Okay, punch number 4 is next week. You guys keep hanging and banging, brother. Keep doing your thing. We will see you soon.
Hey, well, there it is. There's your hook. Like I said, when it comes to these training sessions, I'm going to give you this. Now, train at it. Work at it. We are working towards something here. I'm not just spitting these videos out for no reason. We are working towards something. All right? Something is coming. We're working towards something. I did this from 1988 until I was fighting until about 2004. I was involved in the sport until 2020 when this bullshit happened in the world. I just said, piss on it. I'm done. I walked away because I was a trainer then. Didn't pay the bills. And these kids nowadays are not the type of kids I like training. I like the old school guys. So, anyway, so now I'm making you old school. So I'm trying to make you old school. Old school, there is no school like the old school. So, just like I said, keep training. These videos are building towards something. Repeat. Find the video and repeat it. Train and repeat. Train and repeat. This is why Mike Tyson and a lot of the best were always the best. Because they repeated and did the same things every day and got better at them. Because they repeated the same rhythms, the same things every day. Train, train, train. Repeat, repeat, repeat. All right? Anyway, that's it. That is the hook. Watch it. Keep training at it. Watch the rest of the videos. Like and subscribe. Subscribe. I need to know that I'm talking to somebody. If I'm not talking to anybody, then why am I making these videos? What's the purpose? There is no purpose. I'm going to just shut the camera down and go get my workouts in without all this. All right? I'm not good with this. I'm not good with cameras, man. If I got a fighter in front of me, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to talk to you. But talking to a camera, it sucks, man. But if I know I'm talking to somebody, then I'm going to keep yapping and keep giving the information and keep popping the videos. But if I don't think I'm talking to anybody, there's no purpose, and I feel like an asshole. So, all right? Excuse my French. So, subscribe. Let me know you like me. Let me know you're listening to me. Might not like me, at least. Let me know you're listening to me. All right, man. Subscribe. Tell people about me. Shoot it, subscribe, and share it, and all that other jazz you guys do on the internet stuff out there. So, all right. Talk to you soon, hopefully. We'll see you again. Today was punch number 3. Punch number 4 is coming. Punch number 4 is coming. What is punch number 4? Punch number 4. Almost everybody's favorite. Really is. The right uppercut. Punch number 4. The right uppercut. That's going to be on the next one, baby. All right, we'll see you again. Subscribe. Bye.